Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to another Real Madrid review. Athletic Club 2, Real Madrid 1. I don't really know what more to say than inconsistency, mistakes, not showing up in the big games, not showing up in the away games again. I just really don't know what to say. I watched the game last night. It was midnight. I thought Real Madrid hopefully get something going. You know, happy. Right? Happy days. And what came off that game was absolutely disastrous. It was a really crap game. It was. Overall, if you look back at the game, you look at the stats, it looks good for Real Madrid. But that's because towards the end of the game, Bilbao were more happy to sit deeper, defend, which they are entitled to, of course. But they were giving us the ball, they were giving us, the spaces and the chances. And overall, you know, I'm not sure what the XG stats are, but obviously, if Real Madrid have higher, it's because of the penalty which Mbappe missed, which we'll get onto. So there is no stat that I would say would cover up for those that watch the game. And it's not even the scoreline. If Real Madrid had gotten a point or even won this game playing like we did, I would have still been here saying, okay, the points is important, it's good, but the performance was awful. Now, I don't think there are many players that Madrid fans will go in hard on, because it wasn't an individual performance that let the team down. It wasn't Mbappe that made us concede the goal. It wasn't, Lucas Vasquez that missed the penalty. So you can't really push the blame on a certain individual. But it's a collective. It's a team sport. It's a team game. Yes, we missed the penalty with Mbappe. Yes, he had an awful game. And I'm not going to sit there defending him. We have to admit, he was awful. He has been awful. And it comes to a point where you just wonder what's next. What is going to be next with Mbappe? But let's not, put it all on Mbappe. Yes, he was part of a problem. You could say he was probably half of the problem. Fine, because it's not just the penalty, overall his movement, he doesn't track back to defend. When he goes forward, nothing happens, but can you really blame him? Can you really blame him all on that? You can't blame all on Mbappe, you can't. And, I could sit here for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, dissecting the problems that are in the team. And I've seen people say Mbappe benched, Ancelotti out, the team is absolutely shit, and things like that. But again, these are added up problems. It's not Ancelotti who is playing, but it's not, we can't say that he's not, part of, what is going on. The same with the players. And I think it's just a lot of mess. It's a really, really tough situation right now. I might genuinely have to do a video dissecting the problem, because it's been a really, really poor couple of weeks and a couple of games. And if you watch back Barcelona, you watch back Milan, you watch back Lille actually, you watch back Liverpool, and you watch back Athletic Club, what is in the attack? What? Mbappe plays centrally. he takes up Vinicius Junior's space. Okay, that is a problem. Vinny is out. We miss Vinny on the left side now because the explosiveness isn't there. And Mbappe doesn't do that. He isn't that guy to, dribble past 10 players, make the runs in behind. We saw it against Getafe when he scored. He likes to have space. He likes to have a bit more space. In a 1v1 situation, it's ideal. It's ideal. Maybe in a 1v1 against a defender, it's ideal. But when he's playing against a team that are setting up with 3, 4, 5 players on him, he doesn't shine. He does not shine. And how are we going to address that? Because playing him on the left doesn't work. He still faces the same problem. Playing him up front, he takes up the left side space, which conflicts with Vinicius Junior. So ideally, you go with the last season, Vinny on the left, doing what he does best, that bit of magic, explosiveness, creating, making things happen. Bellingham playing in that sort of false 9, attacking 10, making a run into the box. And then on the other side, you could have Rodrigo doing a bit of work, but the main attack would be going down the left or maybe the central. But you had the chemistry, you had the players doing what they're supposed to do, not getting in each other's way, doing what they're supposed to do best. They knew what they were doing, and they were doing it in the best possible way. Now, Mbappe has added to the problem because he either takes up the left hand side when Vinny is playing, or he doesn't do anything on the left side anyways when he has the chance. Now, that is not down to Mbappe because he is getting defended. But when Mbappe is on the left hand side, the striker, there isn't anyone in the box. There is no one. Bellingham does not play the same system anymore. He doesn't. I have no idea why. He doesn't play as that attacking 9/10 when Mbappe is on the left. But either ways, Mbappe barely crosses. Vinny does way more crosses. Mbappe likes to take on his man, but he just can't. So, what is the solution? What is the solution? We can't bench Mbappe. Mbappe benched. This whole saga of, Real Madrid won Mbappe for the last 3, 4, 5 years, and then you bench him? You can't do it. For the reputation, for the image, you can't do it. So, Ancelotti is being tasked with having to deal with Mbappe. That is a problem. And then, obviously, defensively, shocking. Really. I mean, the first goal, it comes back out to Inaki Williams. I'm pretty sure it was. Puts that cross in. Now, immediately, why is no one closing down Inaki Williams? And secondly, where is the centre backs? Where is Rudiger? Where is Raul Asensio? Now, I'm not going to put too much blame on the two of them because they have been one of the better players in the last two of the better players in the last couple of weeks. But today, I thought they were pretty disappointing. I mean, look, I watched Raul Asensio and I thought, look, there are elements to his game that, maybe he needs to improve. Like, when he has the ball, in the box, he runs with it too high up the field, gets, tackled, loses the ball, things like that. But that first goal, Courtois was left exposed. He did well to deny, I think it was Sanchez, but Berenguer was there, tapped it into an empty net. Yep. And then, obviously, the penalty miss was after that first goal. Cross comes in from the free kick. I think it was from Rodrigo. And then the keeper, Aguila Zabala, I hope I'm saying that right, kind of punches Rudiger in the head. It wasn't a punch, he tried to get the ball, and I just think he didn't time it that well. It's a really soft one to give, I suppose, but, it is a head injury. Referee gave it straight away. I said after Getafe, when Bellingham scored, I think Bellingham should be the penalty kick taker. Now forget about helping Mbappe boost the confidence or playing this team game. Let Bellingham take it now. If Vinny Jr. isn't fit, I want I want Bellingham to take it. When you watch Mbappe take a penalty, you don't get a confidence boost that he will score now. I have no idea why. His penalties against Liverpool and Bilbao have been the same placing. He's placed in the same place with the same amount of power, which is not enough. It's a weak penalty. The keeper, all he has to do is go that way and he saves it 100%. You dive that way, you save it. It's a simple save. There isn't a power. He didn't blast it top corner and the keeper somehow stretched his arm to push it away. You know? It was placed right in front of the keeper. And I'm sorry. Just not good enough. And then, to be fair, had the shot for that equalizing goal. Bellingham make a run in from deep. Good rebound. And then straight away, Fede Valverde. It will be a big shame. It does happen. But it will be a very, very big shame if Valverde gets any hate. Now look. He did cost us that second goal. It wasn't like we were playing great at that point anyways. We were having good momentum. We were building up momentum. But yep, Valverde gave it to Guruzzetta. 1v1 against Courtois. Yep, never gonna miss. Fede Valverde has played every game basically. He has been a player that will run for the team, will sweat for the team. You know, we'll play anywhere for the team. Right wing, centre mid, right back, anywhere. And one bad game in God knows how many. And especially when I say bad game, I don't mean, a game which we lose is a bad game. I mean, individually, even when we have lost, sometimes I go, Fede Valverde wasn't that bad. Now this today was a pretty bad performance, but can we blame him? He's played every single game. He's been called upon. He was making runs. Whether he was tired or not, he was still running for the team. And at that time, a moment of loss of concentration, and you get punished. Simple as that. What do we do to move forward? I don't know. We had that chance to probably, get closer to Barcelona. We still have a game in hand. But we're now 4 points behind. If we win our game in hand, we'll still be a point behind. Barcelona smashed Mallorca. I thought it was going to be a tough game, but turns out it wasn't. They've got Real Betis away next. Funnily enough, it's literally tomorrow. Which is not going to be, easy for them, but who knows. And for us, we have got Girona away at Montevilli, which again just isn't easy. It's not an easy game. Although Girona are 8th, and they've just been beaten on penalties in the Copa del Rey by Logroñés. So, yeah, they are certainly going to cause us a lot of problems. But who knows? It's hard to tell. But it's just really disappointing. It really is. Of course you want to win, but this sort of poor patch is probably as bad as the Lopetegui Solari days. It's just disappointing, man. Like, you have the players, you have the tools, but it just isn't clicking. And of course, we always say we've got Ancelotti, who will probably click and make things work. But when is that time? When will be the time where you see Mbappe finally get the confidence. Bellingham start playing. In fact, Bellingham played well. I thought Bellingham played really well. But Bellingham start playing in probably a higher system, a higher position, which is probably his best game and our best option right now. We can't rely on Mbappe as a striker. We have to rely on Bellingham in that role. Yeah. But overall, the team, I would say Bellingham was the best player for us. By far. I don't think there were many other players in there today that did. I mean, Courtois couldn't have done anything more for the 2 goals, I guess. So, yep. And overall, the subs came on, didn't really do much, so we can't really put much blame on them as well. But yep, disappointing. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Hit the remember state, subscribe to turn us on already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.